Hello, BookTube. Today for Tag Siouxsie, I will be doing the Reader's Favorite Songs tag. This tag was created by Greg of Another Bibliophile Reads, and I will link to his channel in the show notes down below. I will also include a list of these songs, and if I remember, I will try to make a playlist that will include these songs. I have numbered these songs for convenience's sake, and I don't know how much detail I will give to these songs. I'm not particularly good at explaining myself when it comes to why things are my favorite, particularly poetry, and songs are poetic. So yeah, I may not necessarily explain myself all that well, so please forgive me that. So let's get going. Before I begin, though, this tag has been a pain to make. It has not wanted to work out. So I'm determined to get it right this time. So, at number 1, All Time High by Rita Coolidge. All Time High is the theme song for the James Bond movie Octopussy. I first heard the song and watched Octopussy in the mid-1990s when TNT or TBS had the broadcast rights to the pre-Brosnan Bond movies in the United States. And there's just something about All Time High that struck a chord with me. This song about a relationship that was going to be a one-night stand or purely ephemeral becoming something more permanent. Even if, given that it is a Bond movie, that relationship is going to be ephemeral no matter what. Number 2 was difficult for me to select. When I set about making this list, I decided that I was only going to give one song per band or performer, with 2 exceptions. And so, for a number of bands and performers whose work I absolutely adore and could probably populate an entire list just with them, picking just one song was a struggle. And so for my number 2 choice, I picked Freakin' Bad by Xdinary Heroes. Xdinary Heroes is a Korean K-rock idol band that I have fallen in love with over the last few years. I have listened to their entire oeuvre numerous times, and I love everything they have done. They are one of 2 bands for which I love everything from them. And they have significantly more content than the other band. And Freakin' Bad is just a wonderful song. It's one of their harder, more rebellious songs, and it just really allows the band to shine. At number 3 is Maniac by Stray Kids. Stray Kids is a Korean K-pop idol band who have blown up in popularity over the last few years. And Maniac is one of their signature songs. It is just amazing. At number 4 is one of the exceptions. I picked As We Are by Seungmin. Seungmin is a member of Stray Kids. And late last year, they had 2 releases. One in which the members performed solo songs, and one in which they divided up and sang duets. And As We Are is just a song that really captures how good a singer Seungmin is. He has this really distinctive voice that I love to listen to. And I love As We Are. At number 5 is Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden. They're the other band for which they have, in my opinion, a perfect discography, although they only have had 2 albums. But all the songs on those 2 albums are fantastic. And I had quite the struggle determining which song I wanted to select from them. And so I went with probably their most famous song, Truly Madly Deeply, which is a wonderful love song. At number 6 is the other exception, Darkness by Darren Hayes, who was the singer half of Savage Garden. And this is my favorite song by him. It is just so powerful and moving. At number 7, I selected Ornaments of Gold by Siouxsie and the Banshees. This is probably an atypical choice for a fan of Siouxsie and the Banshees. This song is more pop than punk, but there's just something about it that has always appealed to me. At number 8 is Step by Vampire Weekend. I don't mention Vampire Weekend all that much, but I do love their music, and Step is my favorite song of theirs, although it does have some competition. It's something of a word salad song, but I think that's why I like it. And probably many of my choices for my favorite songs probably do match up with my taste in poetry, which is more contemporary and something of word salad. Number 9 is September Song by Lotte Lenya. This song is from the early 20th century and is a very sarcastic, snarky love song. And I love it. And I love Lenya's delivery of it. At number 10 is Windmills of Your Mind. And I had a number of performers to choose from who have covered this song. And I went with Nana Mouskouri, the Greek singer. I love her delivery, and I knew I had to have something from her, so Windmills of Your Mind worked out perfectly. At number 11 is a return to K-pop with Good Boy Gone Bad by Tomorrow by Together. This is one of the first songs of theirs that I ever listened to, and it is one of my favorites. It is just so moving. Tomorrow by Together is, like Stray Kids, a K-pop idol band. Sticking with K-pop idol bands at number 12 is Guerrilla by ATEEZ. This is a hard song. It gets the blood pumping, and I love it every time I listen to it. At 13 is Hey Jupiter by Tori Amos. This song is so heartbreaking, and it moves me every time I listen to it. Although I did have some trouble figuring out what song of Amos's to pick. I knew she was going to be on the list. I didn't exactly know what song of hers would be, because I do like quite a lot of her work. At 14 is Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. This song is weird. The music video is weird, but I love it. At 15 is We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. This song is such a powerful theme and rejection of heroes, I guess. At 16 is Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. So this song probably has a strong emotional attachment for me, which is why I love it so much. So, back in the early 2000s, uh, there was this game called Burnout Paradise City, which was a racing game. And the setting for this racing game was a city. And so, while there were certain parts of the city that you could go to and race, there were you could just drive around and listen to the radio. And the theme song for this game was Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. And every time I hear the song, I'm always drawn back to that game. Even though I never really played it, I have a complicated history with video games, to put it mildly. At 17 is Princess of the Universe by Queen. This song is so fun to listen to. At 18 is Gravity of Love by Enigma. This song just moves me in a way that I'm not entirely sure I can properly explain. At 19 is Dante's Prayer by Loreena McKinnett. I like quite a bit of McKinnett's work, although I haven't really devoted myself to listening to much of her oeuvre. But Dante's Prayer is one of my favorites. It is so moving. There's this one stanza line that I cannot do it justice, but it just, every time it hits me. At 20 is Legend in My Living Room by Annie Lennox. This song just, it has always moved me ever since the first time I listened to it. And there's this line, take the spiky fruit to crown myself the Queen of Doom, that just, at 21 is The Winner Takes It All by ABBA. This song is sad and moving, and I really love it. At 22 is You Look So Fine by Garbage. This song came upon me as I was making this list. I'm not entirely sure how to explain what I think of this song. At 23 is Poses by Rufus Wainwright, which is my favorite song by him. It's just his voice and how this song comes together. It is really, really moving. At 24 is Return to Oz by Scissor Sisters. Again, this song is just so moving and troubling. And at 25 is This Is the Dream of Win and Regine by Owen Pallett, back when they were Final Fantasy. This song is just a hoot to listen to. As a lot of Final Fantasy's work Owen Pallett's work as Final Fantasy was. I've listened to their first two albums as Final Fantasy and really enjoy their work. So that's my list of 25. Hopefully I make some sense. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you are familiar with the songs I've chosen, or the performers, bands, musicians that I mention. And again, I will try to remember to leave, to make a playlist that will feature these songs. Hopefully I can get from the musicians themselves, because a number of them do put up music videos, and in some of their cases, particularly like Xdinary Heroes, I will probably try to put up a concert clip or concert video, because their live performances are just amazing and are oftentimes my favorite versions of those songs, particularly like with Instead and Pluto. But anyway, BookTube, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now, and I will see you tomorrow with either a discussion about writing or a book haul, which I kind of want to hold off on, but I might go ahead and do the book haul, even though I'm not actually going to put them on those shelves until I've taken care of these guys. Anyway, BookTube, until I see you tomorrow, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.